Hi, I'm Danielle Nicole, the Grand Stylist, and as promised, I'm back to give you more tips, tricks, and techniques that I've gathered over my 30 years in the industry to help you get to a grand today. Now, last time we talked about having an artful consultation and what you should say. But today, we're going to focus on what you should and should not do. And here's the reason. Do you know that when people walk into the salon and they meet you for the very first time, they're already sizing you up? They're looking for how you dress, what your own hair and makeup look like, if you look like you're even in the beauty industry. They're making all kinds of judgment calls from the start, from the greeting. You know, so many times I see in a hair salon, including places where I've worked, where the stylist will casually just yell across the salon, "Hey, are you so-and-so? Come on over." They don't take the time to walk over to them, shake their hand and say, "Hey, welcome to our salon. My name is so-and-so. I'm going to be taking care of you today. Would you like to come with me?" You see how different that sounds? And never do we want to be so cavalier that we would say something like, "Hey, sweetie," or "Hey, honey." I know I go to my favorite drugstore every day, and there's this one girl that works there, and every time she calls me sweetie, I just cringe. And most of the time, we're not going to say anything, but it's just something so unprofessional and overly familiar about that that makes it just feel off-putting. And we don't want to be doing that to our clients. We want to make them have an elevated customer experience. So the first thing we do is greet them correctly, invite them over to our station by saying, "Hey, would you like to come with me?" They're already feeling in control and they're already feeling respected. The second thing is when you seat them, be careful about where you stand. I bet you didn't know that it matters where you stand. Do you know that when you're meeting a stranger for the first time and you're offering them a service, especially in the salon, you don't want to stand behind the chair and talk to them through the mirror? And what's even weirder is I've seen stylists not only talk through the mirror into the client's face, they talk through the mirror to themselves as if the client's not even there. And that's exactly how the client feels, like they're not even there and like don't even matter. How happy do you think that they feel about spending money with you and spending their valued time with you when you feel making them feel like they're not even there and they don't matter? Speak in a different way. Go around the chair, face the client. Do not tower over them. Lower yourself if possible, whether it be in a chair, on a stool, or pump the chair up so that you're more eye to eye and they're feeling more comfortable, like you're on an equal playing field, or even that they may even feel a little bit above you because they're the ones that are in the vulnerable position. And that's why I always emphasize take the time to be a client so that you can have that empathy and feel what they're feeling as a client and how scary it can be to go to a new place and have someone touching you for the first time and you don't know how it's going to go. Make them feel powerful and in control. Start building that rapport with them. The next thing is that we want to make sure that we're not just touching them without their permission. So here's how that goes. Hairdressers, 9 times out of 10, we're very tactile, and sometimes we're very right-brained, and sometimes we're very extroverted. We start going in. We just start pulling at their hair and, "Oh, look, he's playing and playing." Here's the problem with that. The client cannot explain to you what they actually want done with their hair when your hands are in the way, because they need to touch their own hair. "Oh yeah, I like it parted right here." Have you ever seen they go, "Oh, I need it parted right here. Oh, I need it part. Oh, I like this part to be full. Oh, I don't need my bangs down in here." They can't do that without their hands. I don't know why, it's just a thing. So if your hands are in there, how are they gonna get their hands in there? So now it's just awkward. There's no room for 4 hands. Get your hands out of the way, stand there, facing them, listening to them, watching them, looking for cues, and then wait. When they are done with their hands in their hair, now you say, "Do you mind if I touch?" Now you can do your analysis. You can check for the density or the porosity or whatever you're looking for. This is a brand new person. This is a stranger. We can't be putting our hands on people without permission because it kind of freaks them out, which already brings in bad energy, and it makes it so much harder for us to move forward with making our professional recommendations, which is what we want so that they can get an elevated client experience. And the next thing to keep in mind is reassure them that we heard them. So after the consultation is complete, repeat back what they said. So let me just hear what you said, Mrs. Smith. Let me just tell you what I heard. I heard you saying that if you cut more than a ½ inch on your curly hair, it actually looks more like you cut an inch and a half. I get that. I have curly hair too. Nodding, letting them know they were heard. If we overcut the crown, it can jump and it can stick up, and then you have no control of your hair. You have a hard time controlling the style. Repeat back what they shared with you before you ever start the service. Once you both feel like you're on the same page, you can see that there's an ease in the body. Then you can say, are you ready to get started? Now you're both chill, you're on the same page, they're feeling good, you're feeling confident that you know how to bring them the result that they're looking for. Now you can head to wherever it is, the shampoo bowl or whatever it is, but not before. So let's recap. Care about your greeting. You're going to welcome them. My name is Danielle Nicole. Welcome to the salon. Would you like to, I'm taking care of your service needs today. Would you like to come with me? Okay. Practice that, because it takes like 30 days to get a new habit like in our brain, and make it so it's second nature for us. The next thing is pay attention to where you stand. We're not going to talk to our clients in the mirrors anymore. We're going to talk to them face to face, and we're going to make it so we're as eye level as possible, or even having them above us if possible, so that they feel completely comfortable and in control. The next thing is we're not going to touch their hair without permission. We're going to let them use their hands and their own hair to tell us what they want. And then lastly, we're going to reassure them that we heard them. Again, you hear me say it all the time. Everybody wants to feel heard. So if you think that these 5 tips are going to help you to have a more artful consultation and to help you discipline your body language to have a more elevated experience with your clients, I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment and tell me your thoughts of what I've heard. Have you heard of these things before? Have you tried these things before? Are you willing to try them for the next week? And then tell me what your experiences were like, and what you noticed made the client experience even better, building that rapport and that relationship so that they will be magnetized to you and want to stay with you forever. Again, I am the Grand Stylist, and I'm going to be bringing you new, juicy content that's going to help get you to a grand a day every single week. So please push that notification so you don't miss out on anything that's coming out. Subscribe, like, share, and please push the notification button. I will see you next week with more information. We're going to go more into our words that we use and how our words can change the way people see the value and what we do. So thank you for your time and sharing this time with me. I'll see you next week. The Grand Stylist is signing off.